Hook it's done. Okay, hook connect with the filament. Look at here. Next one, filament. Third one is the filament. This is the filament. The flagellar filaments are rigid in nature. This is the filament. The protein flagellin is a major component of the flagellar filament. Look at here. This is the filament, just like a hair-like structure. Okay. This filament made up of a flagellin protein. In the filament, the flagellin protein are self-assembled to form a thread-like structure with a hollow core. Look at here. This is the thread-like structure. This is the thread-like structures. This is the flagellum. The filament made up of a flagellin protein. This is very, very important. In general, the length of the filament is many times of the length. In general, the length of the filament is many times the length of the bacterial cell. The filament ends with a cap protein that is called FLID. FLID protein controls the assembly of the filament. FLID protein controls the assembly of the filament by chaperoning and sorting flagellin proteins FLIC. After they cross the hollow filament and leave the growing tip of the flagella. Okay. The filament made up of a flagellin protein. Okay, that is also very, very important. Both FLIC and FLID, both are proteins. This is the two kinds of proteins. The filament made up of a FLID and FLIC. This is the hollow filament and leave the growing tip of the flagella. In the absence of capping protein, the flagellum is not synthesized, which leads to impaired locomotion of bacteria cells. Okay. What is mean by chaperoning? Chaperoning means different kinds of proteins folding structure. Okay, that is called chaperoning. Okay. Different kinds of proteins means just like a FLID, one kind of protein. FLIC, one kind of proteins. Both are different kinds of proteins folding like structure. It is made up of a folding like structure that is called chaperoning. Okay, are you got it? Next, in the absence of capping protein, the flagellum is not synthesized, which leads to impaired locomotion of bacterial cells. What is mean by locomotion? In the absence of capping protein, next, the flagellum is not synthesized, which leads to impaired locomotion of bacteria cell. Okay, what is mean by locomotion? The motility is defined as the movement of cells by some from self conditions of bacterial cells or motile as it allows them from examples just like to escape from unfavorable conditions and to exploit new resources or opportunities. So the locomotion, it's very, very useful. Okay, locomotion means the bacterial cell move from one place to another place. Okay, that is also locomotion. This is the filament. Look at here. This is the filament. Allospace structure of filament. Okay. Filament is the made up of a flagellin protein. The filament ends with the cap protein FLID and FLIC. Filament, it's done. This is the flagellum. Look at here. This is the flagellum. Flagella structure made up of a flagellin protein. Okay. The flagella structure is divided into three parts. First one is the basal body, second one is hook, third one is filament. First one is the basal body. Look at here, this is the basal body. The basal body made up of a OM membrane and CM membrane. OM means outer membrane, CM means cytoplasmic membrane. Okay. Next one, hook. Look at here, this is the curve shape. This is called hook. There is the very flexible joint between the filament and basal body. The hook is synthesized by the polymerization of 100 to 120 copies. Means poly means many. Polymerization means same copies of protein molecules repeated. Okay, that is called polymerization. Poly means many. Just like a chain-like structure, 100 to 120 copies, same repeated protein molecules. That is called polymerization. Poly means many. Polymerization means just like a chain, 100 to 120 copies of proteins. Next one, filament. Filament is the flagellar filaments rigid in nature. The protein flagellin is the major component of flagellar filament. This is just like a hair-like structure, self-assembled to form a thread-like structure with hollow core. Okay, hollow means air-like uh, space. Okay, that is called hollow. Next, in general, the length of filament is many times in length of bacterial cells. The filament ends with the cap protein FLID and FLIC. Both are different kinds of proteins made up of a filament. Okay. Next, in the absence of capping proteins, the flagellum is not synthesized, which leads to impaired locomotion of bacterial cell. Already I told locomotion means the bacterial cell move from one place to another place. Okay, that is called locomotion. Filaments also it's done. Okay. Next types of flagella.